Sports. Sports.
Sports.
Sports.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Daily Aztec Sports Talk. I'm Matt.
And I'm Pat. We're going to talk some San Diego State football. Matt, the regular season is done. San Diego State hammered San Jose State 38-7 last Saturday. And the Aztecs are set up for one last game, potentially a bowl game against who knows who knows where. Interesting thing to note, running back Donnell Pumphrey is very close to 2,000 yards this year. He's at 1,761. Matt, do you think he's going to get to 2,000?
I do not think he's going to get to 2,000. He had an incredible game against San Jose State.
Yeah,
267 yards, 27 carries, 3 touchdowns. But San Jose State's rush defense is 113th in the country. They gave up 240 yards a game. So a lot of people are going to have their best game against the Spartans.
Fair
and a lot
point.
of people did have their best game against the Spartans. Sorry, San Jose.
Chase Price had a good game.
He did. 93 yards, I believe, on 22 carries.
Lucky Radley had a few touches, too.
He did.
So.
Got a touchdown senior game.
Yeah,
Good for him.
That's right. Everyone got in on the fun.
But Navy, they give up about 200 yards a game in the on rush defense. 93rd in the country.
A little under 200, yeah.
I mean, it's not great. Not at all. But
It's
I don't
not great.
think that Donnell Pumphrey's going to get 239 yards against the Navy defense. And we're assuming that they're going to play Navy in the Poinsettia Bowl.
That's right. We should clarify
We
that.
should clarify.
I will say that if San Diego State plays Navy in the Poinsettia Bowl, if San Diego State gets in the Poinsettia Bowl, yes, Donnell Pumphrey will get to 2,000 yards.
How come?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Just like you said, Navy's defense, yeah, they give up around 200 rushing yards a game, but the way the offensive line's starting to click right now, I think Donnell Pumphrey, he's got full speed ahead.
All right. And so a little talking about the season as a whole. The Aztecs wound up 7-5. They had some injuries throughout the season, some definite ups and some definite downs. So Patrick, 7-5. Are you happy with that? Is that what you thought was going to happen, or is it worse, better?
It's a little better than I thought
Better,
they were
really?
going to do. You have to look at the road schedule. They had to go to North Carolina, Oregon State, Fresno State, Boise State, Nevada, the whole spiel. I thought those were definitely some losses. Unfortunately, they were.
Yeah.
But the team had a lot of expectations this year, and just the way I see it, they didn't really fall short. But for me, I had picked them to go about 6-6 or something. So yeah, 7-5.
You picked them to go
was a little
5-7, Mister.
Oh, I did?
You
Okay.
picked
All
5-7.
right. I don't remember
You said
that.
they would lose to Idaho.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Okay. But yeah, what do you think?
I think that they underperformed. I had them probably at 8-4, 9-3. I really
wow.
thought that with the pieces that they had on offense, with Quinn Kayla coming back, Ezel Ruff, and of course he got injured. Donnell Pumphrey, and I like Chase Price a lot.
Yeah.
And I was really excited about the offensive line. That never really came together because of
No.
injuries. The defense never really came together because of injuries. The secondary was a delightful surprise. Top 25 pass defense in the country. Who would expect that from an SDSU team?
Yeah.
But just overall record, not as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah. So let's transition into SDSU basketball.
Yes.
Of course, the Crosstown Showdown is tonight at 8 o'clock against University of San Diego.
Be there.
Toreros. Yeah, be there. Be loud. Some big news earlier this week. Akil Quinn is out for 3 weeks.
At least 3 weeks.
At least 3 weeks with a broken bone in his hand. He had surgery Monday morning, and he'll be out 3 weeks. Matt, talk about the impact.
Well, it's a big impact. I mean, I can't really sugarcoat this. Not so much on offense, even though he is the second leading scorer with 9.7 points a game. But he's, without question, the team's best perimeter defender.
Oh, yeah.
He held Delon Wright, Utah, an obvious draft pick, one of the best players in the country. He held him scoreless until the last minute and a half of the game.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a huge loss on defense. Also, he's a big team leader. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't underestimate the impact of him not being on the court. So I think it's going to be big. I don't think it'll show up so much in the box score because Strigley is coming
Matt
back.
Strigley is coming back.
He's
tonight.
got the long range shot, but defense definitely. But I still think SDSU will not lose a game with him gone. I think they have that much
Really?
depth. Do you think that they'll lose a game with AQ gone?
Well, yeah, I think they would have. They're going to lose to Washington and Cincinnati, but
Really?
regardless,
Really?
I think they're going to lose regardless, just because that's two really tough road games, especially with Washington being undefeated. But yeah, like you said, Akil Quinn, it's a really great story. He came on as a walk-on last year, and he's done some really good things so far this year off the bench. He's had a start also. It's a really big miss.
Yeah.
But I think that with Malik Pope starting to, get a few minutes here, Matt Shrigley's going to be back. Obviously, Shrigley, he's not going to play a lot because he isn't as fit as he would like to be. But yeah, it's going to be missed.
All right. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Daily Aztec Sports Talk. Once again, I'm Matt.
I'm Pat.
And
Still, I'm
yeah,
always Pat.
You are. That's weird. Well, he's gonna be a loser soon. So, wow, that was really quick.